Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Get Out of the Boat. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus came toward them walking on the water. When the disciples saw him walking on the water, they were terrified. In their fear they cried out, "It is a ghost!" But Jesus spoke to them at once. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Take courage, I am here." Then Peter called to him, "Lord, if it is really you, tell me to come to you walking on the water." "Yes, come," Jesus said. So Peter went over the side of the boat and walked on the water toward Jesus. But when he saw the strong wind and the waves, he was terrified and began to sink. "Save me, Lord," he shouted. Jesus immediately reached out and grabbed him. "You have so little faith," Jesus said. "Why did you doubt me?" When they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. Then the disciples worshipped him. "You are really the Son of God," they exclaimed. Matthew chapter 14, verses 25 through 33. The part of this story that I think is the most misunderstood is when Jesus chastises Peter for not having enough faith to keep from sinking. Peter kind of gets a bad reputation for this. I've decided that Peter is not the goat, but the hero of this story. Can you imagine being tossed around by the whitecaps of the Sea of Galilee, wondering if you will make it to the other side of the lake, when all of a sudden you look up and see what appears to be a ghost? For the disciples, this had to be both confusing and frightening. So much that they screamed in terror, "It's a ghost!" And then the ghost speaks, "Hey, it's me." This is where my admiration for Peter hits an all-time high. Peter says, "If it is you, call me out to where you are on the water." See, this is where I have difficulty. I've played too many practical jokes on people. My mind says, "Yeah, but what if it isn't Jesus? What if it's a demon or something? If you step out of the boat and it's not Jesus, you're sunk." But Peter acts on his faith and gets out of the boat. The other 11 disciples didn't even try. Sometimes Jesus calls us out of our comfortable boat and into the raging sea. Do you have faith like Peter? When Jesus calls you to step out of your comfort for him, what will you do? May God bless you today.